It's funny because I've certainly had quite a few plays that have been disasters and have been like, people haven't come and seen them, they've been terribly reviewed, and it's been crushing, like it's heartbreaking. I kind of, in a way, sometimes I don't really know it until after the production's over because I can't face it while it's on, or sometimes I do know it, but I think that in truth, almost all of my great opportunities or sort of the next thing that's happened in my career have usually come out of something that's felt at the time like a failure. I had this play, Lally Katz and the Terrible Mysteries of the Volcano, on in Melbourne in 2006, and it was terribly reviewed and nobody came to see it. I was heartbroken. I remember Ralph Myers, who's now the artistic director of Belvoir Theatre, came and saw it on a night when there were like 6 other people, and I was thinking, oh gosh, this is humiliating. Because he was already like working at Sydney Theatre Company, and I knew who he was, and I thought, oh, he's pretty cool and stuff and talented, and I thought, oh, he's gonna hate this, and I thought, well, oh well, then if he hates it, then I hate him. And then I remember afterwards, he came up and said, hey, I liked your play. And I thought, oh, and suddenly, and then we've been great friends ever since then. And then from him seeing that play, he came back to Sydney, and I had barely done anything in Sydney at that point. And he worked with all the different companies, and he made a real point out of telling everyone about my work. And then, he ended up putting on Neighborhood Watch here at Belvoir. And so I think sometimes through your failures, sometimes your failures are your most interesting work in a way. And like years later, some of my biggest failures are the plays that I'm most proud of, even though they were so painful at the time. And you also learn, you go, okay, well, that kind of audience doesn't connect with this. And what could I have done to make that still a work that I love, but connect with the audience better? Or the people who I've formed really big connections with, the other artists, have been from them seeing my works that have failed in some way or been a disaster, but they've seen something in it and have offered me another opportunity somewhere else or something.